नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, owners of Sarvanyapita, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world at this time through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV, Nakshatra TV and two-way video conferencing, having Naina Diksha, cities sitting with us, Toronto Adinam, Oklahoma Adinam, Oman Adinam, Seattle Adinam, Dublin, Ohio, Los Angeles Adinam, Montclair, Ohio Adinam, Vancouver Adinam, New Zealand Adinam, Guadalupe Adinam, Nityananda Nagara, Bididi, Puduvai Adinam, Houston Adinam, Indrani, New Jersey, St. Louis Adinam, Hyderabad Adinam, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Singapore, Rajabalayam Adinam, Singapore Adinam, Bangalore North, and some more cities. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Blessings for Oklahoma. The Navaratri Garba is going on. I think hundreds of people are dancing. Blessings for Oklahoma, organizing a great Navaratri Garba. I'll enter into today's satsang. Pushanne Garshe Yamasurya Prajavatya Vyuha Rashmin Samoha Tejo Yatte Rupam Kalyanatamam Tatye Vashyami Yosavasau Purusha Sohamasmi. Listen. I'll try to explain the science of prayer usually. Mind always operates from duality. If you utter a word, he is not good, means already you came to the conclusion he is bad. You can't take a stand, he is not good, does not mean he is bad. Let us stop with he is not good. You will never take that stand. As a natural flow, your logic is always taught to take the extreme stance. The moment you hear the word, he is not good, immediately he is bad. Understand, duality keeps the mind alive. Duality keeps the dilemmas alive. Your mind is so brilliant, it can even use religion to keep itself alive. Please understand. It can even keep religion. It can use even religion to keep itself alive. Prayer is one of the most misunderstood, abused concepts. the moment you are asked to pray, the moment you need to put the God in the high pedestal, you always decide to put you in low pedestal. And in some stupid traditions, it is even celebrated as humbleness. No. Understand, humbleness is not thinking less of you, it is thinking less about you. Understand, humbleness is not thinking less of you, it is less about you. Humbleness is not the image you have about yourself. It has nothing to do with the image you have about yourself. It has something to do with how many times you remember yourself. Stupid, one of the most stupid mistake humanity has committed, putting yourself down and thinking only then you can put your God up. No, understand? Putting your God up does not really requires putting yourself down. Putting yourself down does not necessarily make you to put your God up. This is one of the very important truth you need to know. Please understand. I feel so blessed. The Vedic tradition, the Hindu tradition, reveals the science of prayer so beautifully. Actually, this verse forms the basis of the celebrativeness of Hindu tradition. This forms the basis of the celebrativeness of the Hindu tradition. Even while you pray, you don't need to put yourself down or have a low self inner image. You don't need to become a sinner to make God saint. God can be saint. You can continue to pray to him. That does not require you should put yourself as sinner. In any form, consciously engaged powerlessness will only lead to bondage, whether during the period of your study or during the period of assimilation and cognition of the truths about your life, or during the periods you practice your profession, or during the periods you build your relationships, career, every part of life, or during the period you pray or you meditate, every part of life, entertained powerlessness only will bring tremendous bondage to you, suffering to you. Understand, even in front of God, you don't need to feel powerless to pray to him, to ask him. What a mature tradition. I'm going to create a hashtag, blessed to be Hindu, and go on adding. See the maturity. The duality keeps your mind alive. Even while you are praying, don't entertain duality, which is source of dilemmas. Even while you are praying, even while you think you do not have something, you miss something, let powerlessness not be entertained in you. Understand, most of your concepts about God is so stupid. It affects the concepts you carry about you. Understand, if you have no business with God and you have a stupid concept, it's okay. But when you are doing business with Him and you have a stupid concept about Him, is something seriously wrong. Especially when you have a stupid concepts like if you have to put Him in high pedestal, you have to lower yourself, which is, I can say, the greatest sin you are bringing it upon yourself, which will be very difficult to complete or get out or liberate yourself. Understand? Even when you pray, even when you have not experienced oneness, even when you have not understood experientially your oneness, you are one. Sohamasmi. I think this should be the word written in all temples. This verse should be written in all temples in golden letters, at least in all our temples, all our devotees' puja room. Because this gives you the right context and concept about God. Even while you are praying, putting Him in the high pedestal does not require putting you in lower pedestal. This duality, entertained duality, will make you so powerless, you will never be able to get out of it, because you will always feel the guilt. If you become powerful and raise, you will feel you are doing something against God, which is not true. The duality of the logic or inefficiency of the language. See, the language always will have the inefficiency and restrictions of the originators of the language. Blessed to know Sanskrit. One more hashtag. No, really, because that's a language where originators does not have any restriction in their inner space. So just like the vastness of the inner space of the originators, the language is also so vast. This concept, putting yourself lower, is not a prerequisite. It is not necessary for putting the God up. I don't know whether any other language even have the capacity to express this truth without the restriction of duality, because all other major languages function based on the duality. Is good means is not bad, is not good means immediately is bad. The language which functions based on duality cannot always reveal the truths because it has its own restrictions. Blessed to be Hindu, blessed to know Sanskrit to understand Hinduism in its original form. No, most of you are committing one of the worst sin. You are building a self-torturing pattern in the name of prayer. Because you are always taught, put yourself down to put God up, which is not true. And once you learn this pattern of belief of, if you have to put God up, you have to put yourself down, one of the worst thing happens is you never come up. Even by mistake, once in a while you feel good about yourself, you feel something is wrong. You get into the guilt. Oh, I'm feeling so good about me. Am I putting God down? Because I'm all the time supposed to be shivering inside, praying, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. No, that is one of the most dangerous belief systems you build. In the name of religion, I tell you, slavery was never abolished. You are only made to think so. The rains have gone from one hand to different hand. The different hand is brilliant enough to make you believe slavery has been abolished. Whether through religion or through the food industry, pharmaceutical industries, the slavery continues to be maintained. Please understand. People will go to any extreme for the sake of power. I understood this truth when I read about different revelations by the insiders of the corporate companies and big money walas. Listen, sometimes religion is also used as a controlling mechanism. Don't get caught in that net. The 16th verse of Isavasya Upanishad sets you free from all possible slavery related to mental games. There are many traditions where lowering yourself more and more is appreciated, respected, worshipped. The more lower inner image you build, more you are respected, worshipped, recognized. If that is what you want, get a pig or buffalo and put it on the throne and do worship. It has lowest inner image. Because without any shyness, it can go and put its mouth on anything. It is such a stupid concept. Such stupid concept. Please understand. To put God above, you don't need to put yourself down. Because prayer itself is a technique to break this non-duality. It is to break this non-dual perception. It is to break this non-dual existence. Lower inner image. Understand? The lower inner image. lower inner image is the worst sin. If you are consciously asked to build that, it is like you build your own cage where you will be locked. Can there be more stupidity than this? The verse is very clear, the sutra is very clear, rishis are very clear. Even when I pray, I am you. Understand? Even when I pray, I am you. Sohamasmi. It's not that only after realization. Even while I have not experienced, realized my oneness with you, even though I am a devotee praying to you, I know the truth, I am one with you. I tell you, in all our temples, in our tradition, this verse should be written in golden verse wherever you pray, and prayer should be taught based on this verse. This is the definition of prayer. Even while you pray, remember God is above, 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 above. True. But you don't need to be below, 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 below. You don't need to be below for the God to be above. Sohamasmi Pushanye Karshe Yamasurya Prajavatya Vyugarashmin Samuha Tejo Yatte Rupam Kalyanatamam Tate Vashyami Yo Asavasau Purusha Sohamasmi. Understand? Maybe Vakyartha Sadas need to be done about non-dual prayer. Advaita Prarthana. Even during the Prarthana, being in the state of Advaita. Some of the most stupid stands you take because of ignorance is blasted by this one verse. Listen. So many of the stupid attitudes, aptitudes, cognitions you build, thinking that it is necessary to get the grace of the God, put yourself in the guilt, powerlessness, which actually no way supports you, helps you to experience enlightenment. Or the higher consciousness. Remember the right context and bring prayer in your life. Prayer itself will lead to enlightenment. Prayerfulness itself will lead to enlightenment. Pushanye Karshe Yamasurya Prajavatya Vyugarashmin Samuha Tejo Yatte Rupam Kalyanatamam Datte Vashyami Yo Asavasau Purusha Sohamasmi. Sohamasmi. Even while you are praying, you are one with Him. Let the Advaitic cognition be brought even during the prayer. Most of your religious stupidity, please understand, I am using the word religious stupidity. The stupidity you accumulate in the name of religion, the superstitiousness you bring it in the name of religion will disappear. Sohamasmi. Today, the deities in Singapore are celebrating their anniversary. Of course, the ashram is old, the center is old, the deities, great. And with this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.